So hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video we will be covering the exercise of unit 3. So MCQs first. Ordinary, a minor's agreement is option A, void ab initio. Second, consent is not said to be free when it is caused by coercion, undue influence, fraud, all of these. The answer is all of these. When the consent of a party is obtained by fraud, the contract is void. The threat to commit suicide amounts to coercion. Moral pressure is involved in the case of undue influence. A wrong representation when made without any intention to deceive the other party amounts to misrepresentation. Which of the following statement is true? A threat to commit suicide does not amount to coercion. False. Undue influence involves use of physical pressure. False. Ignorance of law is no excuse. True. Silence always amounts to fraud. False. So the answer will be C. In case of illegal agreements, the collateral agreements are void. An agreement, the object or consideration of which is unlawful, is void. An agreement is void if it is opposed to public policy. Which of the following is not covered by heads of public policy? Trading with enemy, covered. Trafficking in public offices, covered. Marriage brokerage contracts, covered. Contract to do impossible acts, not covered. So the answer will be D option. A paid rupees 5,000 to a government servant to get him a contract for the canteen. The government servant could not get the contract. Can A recover 5,000 paid by him to the government servant? Yes. The agreement is opposed to public policy. False. No, the agreement is opposed to public policy. True. Next question. With regard to the contractual capacity of a person of unsound mind, which one of the following statements is most appropriate? A person of unsound mind can never enter into a contract. Okay, we will look into that. A person of unsound mind can enter into a contract. False. A person who is usually of unsound mind can contract when he is at the time of entering into a contract of sound mind. This is true. The answer will be C option. An agreement made under mistake of fact by both the parties forming the essential subject matter of a contract is void. क्योंकि जब दोनों parties की बीच तरफ से ही mistake है, so that would not amount to consensus at item, so the contract will be considered void. A is in dire need of rupees 1 lakh but was unable to get any loan from banks as he had no security to offer. A approached his friend B, who, knowing the helplessness position of A, lent money at a very high rate of interest, saying that he had himself borrowed money from C. The contract is violated by undue influence that B had exercised over A due to his close friendship. False. Friends में कोई भी dominating या inferior position नहीं होती है. They all are considered equal. Void as a rate of interest was very high, was unconscionable. The rate of interest is not given, so we cannot declare this as unconscionable. Not valid as B had wrongly misled A that he had borrowed money from C. We do not know the true circumstances, so we cannot say. Valid as a friend could not be supposed to have wielded undue influence only because the money lent carried high rate of interest. The answer will be D. Which of the following is not an exception to the rule that the government in restraint of trade is void? That the agreement in restraint of trade is void. A partner can be prevented for carrying on similar business. True. An outgoing partner can be restrained on carrying on similar business. True. On dissolution of firm, partners may agree not to carry on similar business. False. Dissolution के बाद वो similar business carry on कर सकते हैं. An agreement to pay money or money's worth on the happening or non-happening of a specified uncertain event is a wagering agreement. A wagering agreement in India is declared by the Contract Act as illegal and void. An agreement the object of which is to procure a public post is void as it is opposed to public policy. While obtaining the consent of the promise, keeping silence by the promisor when he has a duty to speak amounts to material facts, amounts to consent obtained by fraud. Duty of speak में जब आप नहीं बोलते हैं in trust or in fiduciary relationship, तो that will be amounting to fraud. A enters into an agreement with B, who robbed A of rupees 10,000, to drop prosecution against him in consideration of B's returning rupees 8,000. Afterwards, B refused to pay. A can get from B नथिंग, बिकॉज इसमें आप कॉन्शसनेबल बार्गेन्स कर रहे हैं स्टिपलिंग प्रोसिक्यूशंस की, और कोर्ट के ऑर्डर में आप उसे रिस्ट्रेंट कर रहे हैं. ऑन अटेनिंग द एज ऑफ मेजॉरिटी अ माइनर्स एग्रीमेंट कैन नॉट बी रेटिफाइड बाय हिम. A threat to kidnap one's son in consideration of rupees 5 lakh is void because of absence of free consent. In which of the following case aggrieved party can sue for damages? In fraud, the party can sue for damages. A mere attempt to deceive a party to a contract is not fraud unless the party is actually deceived. So अगर आप कोई अटेम्प्ट करते हैं पार्टी को फ्रॉड करने के लिए बट वो नहीं होती है तो हम उसे फ्रॉड नहीं मानेंगे until and unless some loss is being caused to the other party with your fraudulent intentions. Now, descriptive questions. An agreement the meaning of which is not certain is void. This is true. You just have to elaborate this statement. Though a minor is not competent to contract, nothing in the contract act prevents him from making the other party bound to the minor. ट्रू. इसमें आप माइनर की पोजीशन को एक्सप्लेन करेंगे, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स में क्या क्या होती है, दैट ही कैन ऑलवेज प्लीड माइनॉरिटी. और अडल्ट और माइनर के बीच में अगर कोई कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होता है तो वो कौन लायबल होता है, और कैसे सिर्फ नेसेसरीज के लिए ही वो लायबल है, वो भी वो पर्सनली लायबल नहीं है, उसकी लायबिलिटीज लायबल हैं. सो यू हैव टू एक्सप्लेन ऑल दोज पॉइंट्स इन दिस क्वेश्चन. Now, a student was induced by his teacher to sell his brand new car to the later at less than the purchase price to secure more marks in the examination. Accordingly, the car was sold. However, the father of the student persuaded him to sue his teacher. State whether the student can sue the teacher. It is true because इसमें undue influence use हुई है. सो आप इसमें undue influence का एग्जाम्पल्स, उसकी सबसे पहले आप उसकी डेफिनेशन एक्सप्लेन करेंगे, देन यू हैव टू राइट द फैक्ट्स ऑफ द केस एंड देन यू हैव टू एक्सप्लेन द कंक्लूजन आफ्टर एक्सप्लेनिंग ऑल द डिटेल्स विच आर गिवन इन द पैराग्राफ ऑफ undue influence. Next question. Explain the concept of misrepresentation in matters of contract. Sohan induced Suraj to buy his motorcycle, saying that it was in a very good condition. After taking the motorcycle, Suraj complained that there were many defects in the motorcycle. Sohan proposed to get it repaired and promised to pay 40% cost of the repairs. After a few days, the motorcycle did not work at all. Now, Suraj wants to resign the contract. Decide giving reasons whether Suraj can resign the contract. तो इसमें सूरज जो है वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट को रिसाइन करने की जो पावर है उसको वो लूज़ कर चुका है, बिकॉज अर्लियर उसने एक कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कर लिया था जिसमें उसने 40% रिपेयर्स प्रीवियस ओनर को पे करने के लिए अलाउ कर दिया था. तो अगर उसने वो बेनिफिट एंजॉय कर लिया है और वो बेनिफिट अब उसे वापस भी नहीं कर सकता है, सो he cannot resign the contract now. Mr. Samant owned a motor car. He approached Mr. Chotu and offered to sell his motor car for rupees 3 lakh. Mr. Samant told Mr. Chotu that the motor car is running at the rate of 30 kilometers per liter of petrol. Both the fuel meter and the speed meter of the car were working perfectly. Mr. Chotu agreed with the proposal of Mr. Samant and took delivery of the car by paying rupees 3 lakh to Mr. Samant. After 10 days, Mr. Chotu came back with the car and stated the claim made by Mr. Samant regarding fuel efficiency was not correct and therefore there was a case of misrepresentation. Referring to provisions of the Indian Contract Act, decide and write whether Mr. Chotu can resign the contract on the above ground. तो इसमें ये इस बेसिस पर नहीं कर सकते क्योंकि जब वो कार खरीद रहे थे तो उनके पास ऐसे सफिशिएंट ग्राउंड्स थे कि इसकी फ्यूल एफिशिएंसी को वो माप सकें, ठीक है, या फिर मेजर कर सकें. सो ही कैन नॉट रिसाइन द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट इन दिस बेसिस. Ishan, aged 16 years, was studying in an engineering college. On 1st March 2018, he took a loan of rupees 2 lakh from Vishal for the payment of his college fee and agreed to pay by 30th May 2019. Ishan possesses assets worth rupees 15 lakhs. On due date, Ishan fails to pay back the loan to Vishal. Vishal now wants to recover the loan from Ishan out of his assets. Decide whether Vishal would succeed referring to the provision of the Indian Contract Act 1872. ट्रू, विशाल जो है वो ईशान की जो प्रॉपर्टी है वो उसमें से 2 लाख रुपीस कवर कर सकता है. बीइंग ईशान एक माइनर है तो वो पर्सनली लायबल नहीं होगा डेट के लिए, बट उसकी प्रॉपर्टी फिर उसके जो एसेट्स हैं वो लायबल होंगे. सो ही कैन cover the amount of debt from his assets. So that was it for this video. I hope you're able to understand it. Thank you so much for watching my video.